Welcome to GBALL Vision, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. We have an exciting one planned for you guys here today. We are going to be talking about some of the best budget or affordable knives on the market right now. And I'd like to kick it off with the Megaron Take Hog. Now, this is going to be considered, to me, a secondary carry or a fifth pocket knife. It is on the smaller end. It's a little thicker in the handle, but because of that, you can get a nice full purchase on this knife. It's coming in under 40 bucks, and for that you're going to get 14C 28N. You're going to get a single stud. There isn't a second stud on the clip side, so it'll be a single stud. And then you're getting this top flipper slash front flipper that works very well either way. You can do it from the top or you can do it from the front. Absolutely great job by Megaron. Good access to the liner, and they provide a nice chamfer, thick G10 slabs with nice steel liners, G10 backspacer, deep carry, steel rollover clip, all for under 40 bucks. This is an insane value, and it is 110% worth picking up. The Megaron Take Hog is a phenomenal secondary fifth pocket carry, and it comes in under that 3-inch mark, so it's perfect for areas that have issues with the 3-inch law or below. Next up, this knife is no secret, no surprise. This is the large CJB Pyrite, and this thing is absolutely spectacular. You have a nice thin G10 handle, steel liners. You have a deep carry steel rollover pocket clip, and it is very well done. It's not, titanium, but for a steel rollover clip, in my opinion, it is well done. You will be able to reverse that guy. It is a button lock, so fairly ambidextrous. Finger safe. It'll keep your fingers out of the path of the blade. So that's a nice feature of the button locks. Now you are limited just to the dual thumb studs, but guys, the action on this thing is fantastic. If I can quit hitting my fingers and the table, it is absolutely fantastic. The spring strength that they have in these button locks from CJB are phenomenal. They continue to get better and better, and CJB, in my opinion, is leading the way with more affordable plunge lock, button lock style knives. CJB is phenomenal. I never have had a CJB button lock fail, and I have handled every single one of them. This is coming in CJB Artisan's proprietary steel, the AR RPM 9, powder metal ergy, phenomenal. You can't beat it for 60 bucks or so to get powdered steel. Great wear resistance. It is tough stuff. Holds a good edge. Absolutely love RPM 9. I have a ton of it, and it has never let me down. The large CJB Pyrite is fantastic. So there's going to be another one of these as well. Megaron just does such a phenomenal job that it's insane not to put a few of their knives on the list. This is the Megaron Centurion. PVD coated 14C 28N modified clip point blade. You have dual thumb studs. You have a rear flipper tab. This knife comes in at under 50 bucks. Beautiful G10 handles, nicely chamfered on the edges, G10 backspacer, and you're getting a milled titanium pocket clip, aluminum anodized pivot collar, all for under 50 bucks. This is probably the running candidate for budget knife of the year, under that $50 mark. Absolute insane value, great size, great build. Great materials, all for an outstanding price. This is probably going to be the winner of the budget knife of the year category, no question. So this has definitely been on the channel quite a bit, the Savivi Vision FG. This is a very popular knife. I figured I would toss this in, coming in around 80 bucks. It's not, you know, in the 40, 50, 60 dollar range, but it is under 100 bucks and it is still very affordable. You're getting Nitro V on the blade steel. I don't know if it'll come up there. No, it won't come up. It is a Snex design. Nitro V, beautiful sheep's foot, modified Warncliffe style blade. Micarta handles. It does come with a steel rollover clip, but I put a milled tie clip on here. Works and looks phenomenal. Dual thumb studs for deployment, and you can use the Snex Super Lock for deployment as well. Absolutely a phenomenal knife with a unique lock. Great blade shape and good steel. Nice and thin, full flat grind. Great knife at a great price. This is one that Savivi did everyone justice in doing. Great size. Love the Savivi Vision FG. Definitely a running candidate for budget knife of the year. Next up was the running candidate almost the whole year for my under $50 pick of the year. This is the Petrified Fish Viking, and it is still phenomenal, guys. K110 steel, PVD coated, a nice straight back drop point style blade. You have a fuller and front flipper for the deployment methods. The detent on this thing is tuned perfectly. It thwacks out every time. You have this awesome blue micarta handle. I love the swell going to the back of the knife here, or the end of the knife. It just, for bigger hands, it fits so good. Micarta backspacer, integrated lanyard hole. I did throw a tie clip on here because I like this knife so much. I love the aesthetic. They keep the blade clean. It came super slicey. I cut the hell out of myself on this knife. So great materials, great price. Comes in under 50 bucks. Good access to that liner, and they provide a little chamfer there. Very easy to get to and actuate. I'm a huge fan of this knife, and it's nice and pokey, stabby, thin, slicey, ergonomic, great price, and it's Bowler K110, so no complaints here. You can reverse flick it if you are a good reverse flicker. You can just get your finger in there to flick it out, but it's got a stout detent, so you're going to want to practice that. But that front flipper is phenomenal. I absolutely love that front flipper, especially for the middle or pointer finger rollover. Absolutely phenomenal. A great knife. Still in the running, but will ultimately lose to the Megaron, but still phenomenal. Another one that is no, surprise for the channel. This is the CMB made knives Predator 2. This thing is like 55 bucks, 60 bucks, and that is also insane. You're getting 14C 28N on the blade steel, which is phenomenal. We all know that. PVD coated. You have a nice drop point blade with a swedge going to the tip, making that tip a little extra strong. It's thin, it's slicey, came with a great edge. It's a great price. You have some very nice micarta handles. You do have a deep carry clip. The pocket clip is recessed, the screws are not, but that does not matter. There's no issue getting this in or out of pocket. It's a nice short clip. It works very well. It ends right when it comes up, so no issues with comfort, feeling that in hand, nothing. This is great. You have a micarta backspacer there as well. It is going to be reversible because you have the crossbar lock. So our lefty brothers out there will be able to switch the pocket clip and use this because it is a completely ambidextrous knife. So that is awesome from CMB. It's nice to see that. Some companies miss out on that, and some companies, I know why they do it, but other times, you know, it just don't make sense. And in this case, CMB nailed it. This is the Predator 2, and it is a phenomenal knife at a great price. This one is also no surprise. I do have my, you know, issues with this knife, but it's still a great knife. It's thin, it's slicey. You have dual thumb studs for the deployment options. This knife is coming in 14C 28N. It's nice and thin, nice and pokey. You know, this is more of a secondary carry to me. It is a button lock with aluminum handles, open construction. You do have a deep carry rollover clip. Savivi's standard, you know, operation there. It is recessed along with the screws. They do tool it for left-hand carry, but they missed out on the filler tab, so it looks like complete shit, in my opinion. I have no idea. It's actually frustrated me even more so now why they missed out on that. I have no idea how they didn't put a filler tab there. It just doesn't make sense to me. You know, a black filler tab with this knife, it would have completed the look. And there's just no excuse not to have a filler tab for this knife. Other than that, I don't like this area, but it wasn't enough to keep me from buying it. I didn't know this initially or see this, but that's a huge issue of mine. So, you know, it's not a big deal. If you're going to take this out, use it, beat on it, whatever, then it, you know, it's not a big deal. But as a reviewer, as someone who has a lot of knives in, you know, I don't appreciate the price tag they charge and not giving us all the little things that complete the knife. You know, they finished 95% of it or 98%, and they were like, okay, that's good enough. But no, it wasn't. I threw an extra screw in there to try to hide it, but it still does not look that good. All right, next one. Now this next one is also a little bit more expensive, but I just love this knife so much. The Kaiser Guy. It's one Kaiser that really has stuck out this whole year for me. It is a later release, but nonetheless, it has really stood out to me. I love that blade shape. It's coming in 154 cm, a stonewashed tumble satin finish to that guy, fuller and bullet shaped hole for deployment. D10's perfect. Micarta is executed beautifully. It's great stuff. Good access to the liner. The only place Kaiser missed on this thing was putting a chamfer there, but good access and easily disengaged. You know, I'll give it a mild pass, but there should have been a chamfer there, but not enough to make or break this knife. Deep carry clip. It is recessed, and it's tooled for left-hand carry for our lefty brothers. And my favorite thing is, look at that going to the tip. That's going to make that front edge there and the tip very strong, and it looks awesome. This thing's an absolute beast. You know, and this is more of a secondary carry for me, but it's an absolute beast. It's not, if this was an XL, you know, a little bit bigger, coming around like 7 3/4 to 8 inches, man, I hope they do that someday. I can still get a cramped full purchase on this thing, but either way, it's phenomenal, guys. It's a great EDC knife. Great micarta. I think these are like $70, maybe a little bit more, but still not bad. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this list. This was just a couple that I had in mind. I've shown some of these in some other various videos, but that's because they are that damn good that they deserve to be in multiple videos. Give me a thumbs up as well after you're done writing me out a little comment. And if you are new here or you're just here and you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button down below the video. I would love to have you here. Welcome you into the G-Baller Brotherhood. We will welcome you with open arms. No question about it. I'm going to throw up 2 new videos. I definitely recommend going and checking this one out. There might be a little hidden gem in there for you. Otherwise, guys, I will catch you on the next one.